now taking the trace to them. This is Mira trotting. Just going to the tree here. Let me take another one to Alaska. I mean, she looks really great, but I'm still a prevention freak. I am now on my way to get both the rugs. Mira may have a point, because when I lifted her rug in the air to put it on Alaska, he spooked a little bit. And now she's checking out Alaska's rug. So hopefully tomorrow she will be very easy with it. She really doesn't like the wind. The wind is really the worst part about all this. It makes her super duper stressed, but she's such an angel. You look gorgeous, baby. I mean, it looks a little big on him, but it's a 125, same as his usual rug. This color is honestly so good for Mira, but she still refuses to wear her own rug. Alright, so I have one ice boot and the tannin gel on my backpack that Mira absolutely loves, as you all know by now. And I palpated her. She didn't show any sensitivity. She kind of tried to bite me when I touched the forelegs, but that's Mira being Mira. So I'm going to try to put the ice boot on her left hind just a little bit, because that is where she is looking the worst. And then we are on to the tannin gel. She is very alert and a bit spooky. She's been trying to bite this instead of letting me put it on her, but she did let me in the morning. I mean, I'm not sure I can show you where the little swelling is, but there's a teeny tiny swelling there. Like, it's really teeny tiny, you can barely see it. I just wanted to put the ice on it for like 2 minutes, that's all I wanted. But she's been acting very spooky. She's not really letting me put the ice boot on her. So I'm just really going to switch to the tannin gel, because every time I come near her hind, she starts rotating in a way that she has her head facing me and she's trying to bite. And she's a dragon! She's a dragon! I do love her. Like, so much, and she's just so great, but windy days make her very stressed. Poor little thing, my love. So I'm going to give up the ice boot. Alaskan, he's so cute. And I'm just going to grab the tannin gel and see what they do, and then I decide what to do, because Alaska's boss. But see, this is how she's moving, and the whole head up thing is a stress thing for her when it's windy. So yeah, but anyway, she's much better, and that's what I'm happy about. Okay, well, spooky Mira isn't really helping, but I did manage to put some gel on that little swollen thing. Oh, she's beautiful. I feel like Mira has two personalities. She has good day perfect Mira, and she has flesh eating dragon today Mira. But she's absolutely lovely. So I'm just going to leave my horses. I mean, the good part about the fact that the cold is coming is that it will help heal her tannins, right, baby? So I'm just going home. That's it for Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and we will see what the future holds. Hopefully good things. There's Alaska! Good morning, everyone. It seems my horses both slept fine. Alaska is still asleep, so I'm just going to walk up with their food. Okay, they switched places today. But okay, although this rug seems to be longer than Alaska's rug, I think it still fits him very nicely, and he looks great in it. He looks great in literally everything. Great horsepower. Now I'm going to brush Mira, and she walked on water, so her legs are covered in mud, and I do believe that the cold of the water is helping her with the tannins. So I'm just going to brush her and try to put Alaska's rug on her. It seems that it didn't rain much during the night, and it's perfectly fine. She was already dry on her coat when I was brushing her, but she's acting a bit spooky, so I'm not going to try to put the rug on yet. I might try a bit later in the morning. She's also acting a bit mouthy. But thankfully I have objects that she can bite instead of biting me. So I'm going to wait until later in the morning to come back and try to put the rug on her. For now I'm going to take the rug back because everything is wet. And she just disappeared behind me, but there's Alaska. The news made it seem like we were going to have a really bad storm with really strong winds. And it's true that the wind yesterday was rather strong, but it seems it only rained a little, and now it's sunny, as you can see. So I really hope this is what the current storm actually ends up being like a little bit of rain and a lot of sun, because then it's perfectly bearable. But if it's really a lot of heavy rain, then I will be super stressed, and I really want my babies to be fine. Mira is honestly so tall though. I'm 1.60 meters and I'm looking up at her croup. Like, okay, she's very, very tall right now. When I bought Mira, I was told that she was 1.62 meters, and like I said, I'm 1.60 meters. Of course, this is not an actual comparison of our sizes because I'm closer to the camera, so I look taller, yada yada yada, and the way I'm holding my phone. But I feel like she grew a little in height since she got here, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I mean, comparing her size to Alaska's size can sometimes be quite hilarious. Also, a very important thing, when you have this sort of clips, don't forget to clip them towards the inside because you don't want this part to get caught on anything on the field. I am walking to the field now. I ended up not coming later in the morning because it only got windier, so that means Mira would only get spookier. And when we work with her from a place of calm and ease, she's amazing. When we work with her from a place of stress and force and yada yada, she's horrible. So, but we are on yellow warning for wind, so I don't think I could leave the rug on her anyway because she already spooks a lot at the wind. So if she had the wind plus the straps from the rug just dangling between her legs, she would freak out even more. And there are animals in worse conditions who can still weather the storm. I'm looking at tons of horses who aren't rugged right now and they are fine. Alaska has been rugged during the winter for years, like many years. But Mira wasn't rugged when I bought her, so she has a very thick, very nice winter coat, and she already weathered several storms since she got here. Okay, I can see my horses, they're both standing. I just don't understand why they aren't under a tree, and they both look at me. Okay, both horses are eating, and this is what Mira looks like. You can see that she's relatively dry. She's very nervous, though. See, she doesn't really let me touch her when she's wet. She even reared several times when I was going to feed her, and she doesn't do it out of being mean or anything. She just gets super nervous on windy days, so I get why she reared. She wasn't trying to hurt me, but like, I really hate it when she does that. Of course, I couldn't really record when she was rearing because I was using both my hands to feed the horses, and I just had to hurry up and feed her before she attempted to murder me. But right now I am outside the property because when you have a nervous Mira that is stressed and rearing and whatever, you do not want to be close to her. And the way she's acting is perfectly normal for a youngster. Like I said, she's not trying to be mean or anything, she's just very nervous. So I'm trying to give her space and give myself space to be safe. And I know that when the weather gets better, so will Mira's temper. By the way, I came back inside just to show you that her legs are wet all the way up to the knees. So I'm sure that the cold water plus the wind is really helping her tendons. She came to me asking for cuddles, but she sometimes gets a bit pushy and mouthy because of course she's a baby and she's teething. And there was one time I was very close to the gate. It was on a day like this, very windy, very rainy, and she was getting a bit mouthy, and when I pushed her away she reared, and I was literally between a rearing horse and the gate. So that's one more reason for me to not love these days, especially when she rears. My gentleman already ate as well, so I'm going to pick up the trays. I'm going home, and tomorrow is a new day. and hopefully everybody will be okay. This will just be one more storm that I'm absolutely hating. I might put Alaska's actual rug back on him though, but I don't know, I really didn't want to switch rugs while it's so cold and windy. I already had to readjust it behind because the rug was slipping to the left side, probably because he rolled, because as you can see it's quite dirty. So, I mean, his own rug slips too, but I think I'm going to switch him back to his own rug since I'm not going to use it on Mira. But I still want to actually try Alaska's rug on Mira someday, hopefully soon. Yeah. Okay, so Wednesday morning, and this is how I'm finding them. We are now walking up to the gate. It's been very windy, it's raining a little. Right now, it wasn't raining when I left the house. But I think today I'm going to prep the trays outside to avoid as much stress as yesterday from Mira. Okay, so prepping everything outside was a success. Mira was running a little bit when I was preparing the trays, and when I was taking the chain off. She's still very stressed about the wind, poor little thing. But she was great, she was great. She gave Alaska space, and then I put the tray on the ground and she came trotting to the tray, and she didn't rear or anything. She's very calm today in comparison to yesterday in the afternoon. So it's a great thing because we had a lot of wind and some rain during the night. I mean, I even woke up at 1 AM and I was hearing a motorbike. I think it was my neighbor, because the motorbike wouldn't start, and I normally hear a motorbike at around 1 AM in the morning. I'm sorry, didn't mean to bother you. I normally hear a motorbike at around 1 AM in the morning, and I had no idea who it was, but now I think it's my neighbor. And like, what the hell, dude? Because I literally couldn't sleep after that. I was just so stressed about how Mira was doing, because I know she gets very stressed with this weather. So yeah, I was very worried about her, and my heart wouldn't stop beating super fast, so I barely slept. But I'm so glad to see that she's fine. Just a little stressed, but that's normal. I mean, I think I'm going to end up with a super bumper of filly, because it's just been storm after storm after storm, and we are supposed to have winds going over 100 kilometers an hour, and that's just crazy. But I think she's very dry. Yeah, she's very much dry, which is great. That's what I'm the most scared of, is that she gets wet to the point where her coat will not be waterproof enough. But she's looking great. You're looking great, baby. She was picking at a tree there. She sometimes picks at her own tray on these days, so I'm honestly very happy with how she's doing today. Also, I feel like having a more experienced, calmer horse with Mira is just the best thing for her, because Alaska is super calm. Like, he's completely unfazed. This guy is 18 years already. He has been with me for 11. And as you can see, he's got a broken ear, the left ear. And I'm going to try to show you his scar, because he suffered a lot of abuse, so he wasn't really the most trusting horse at first. Here. Can you see it? He wasn't the most trusting horse at first. We really struggled for like the first 2 years, and oh, this is what she does sometimes when she's like, is there more food in this? I want more food. But I reduced their feed intake on the previous storm because Mira was really acting fiery, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try to take her energy levels down by reducing their hard feed intake. I didn't completely cut it. They are still eating a healthy amount, but I sincerely don't feel like it did much in terms of calming her down. Either way, she's a lovely baby. They're both going to graze now, so I'm just going to leave them alone. I really like the way Mira is evolving though. Of course, she still has some bad moments, but that's perfectly normal. She's just a 2-year-old, and she has only been with me for like 2 months and a half, so she has time. A really weird thing just happened. I was about to get the trays, and I saw a car drive by very slowly and stop. And the guy was like, "Hi, do you want to sell horses?" And I was like, "No, who are you?" And he was like, "Oh, we're just working around here. I saw your horses. They seem to be very nice and gentle." And I was like, "Ah, no, can you see the chestnut? She just reared on me yesterday." Like, dude, go the fuck away. My horses may be nice to me. I assure you they're not nice to me. Alaska does not let anyone else put a halter on him. Of course he doesn't. He doesn't really trust most people. And Mira can be a bit of a wild card. My horses are not nice and gentle at all. They can be nice and gentle when they want to, but they are not nice and gentle. And on my notes app, I have license plates of the cars that I find suspicious. And I took that car's license plate yesterday at about the same time. So now I know when they usually drive by. And you bet I will be here every day at the hour that they usually drive by. Things are really bad right now. I tried to get them both to eat under a tree. Mira is shaking an itsy bit. She doesn't really let me do anything about it. Oh my god, I really hate this. And here's Alaska. I'm going to check if he is dry under the rug. He's dry under the rug. But I really wish Mira would let me do something about her. Okay, I brought my scraper and she let me scrape some more off her. I apparently hurt her now. Unfortunately, it was an accident. So she bit my jacket and she moved away. But I'm still trying to help her feel better. At least as you can see, she's not really shaking anymore. Now I was trying to put the fleece rug on her, like just rub it on her shoulder, and I think it helped just a little bit. And she tried to bite me, so I'm still going to stick around, see if I can help her. Stopped running for a while, so I'm just going to dry her up as much as possible. And I would really love it if she let me put Alaska's rug on her. Okay everyone, Thursday morning, both horses are eating, and I'm going to try to put Alaska's rug on Mira while she eats. Wish me luck. Okay, she just tried to bite me. She's like, "No, you're not putting it on me." Like, maybe I need to. I just put it on the floor for her to come and inspect, because I do know she likes doing that. But at the same time, I'm just really freaking out because I'm doing the best I can, and I feel like that's still not good enough. Now she was kind of reaching for Alaska, and I'm not sure what she's trying to do there, because Alaska is still eating, and he's the kind of guy who will go aggressive on her. She comes too close and he feels like she's trying to steal his food. Oh, are you inspecting your own rug now, baby? He's honestly the cutest. Aww, okay, it looks like it's pamper time for him. Well, while Mirabella inspects the rug, I'm going to pamper Alaska. Oh, I love you. I love you. Also, I just realized that I have more tightening options in the front, so I'm going to tighten it a bit here. Mira sometimes comes and inspects the rug that Alaska has on. She was just kind of touching him with her muzzle, but when I started recording, she was like, "What are you doing?" I love you, Mira, and I would love it if you let me put one on too. Okay, pamper done, and then Mira just came to me and she started biting my jacket sleeve, so I gave her the pacifier. She picked the pacifier, she yawned. She's honestly such a lovely baby, but my horses were already shedding their winter coat before the storm started, like long before. They have been shedding since like January or February. They have been shedding for a long time. So I'm honestly very, very worried. I do feel like Mira needs something more than her winter coat. And she won't let me put the rug on. So I'm just going to hang around her with the rug and see if maybe she will let me put it on. I mean, Alaska has one and he's fine. He's honestly super calm. He's been bearing the whole storm very, very well. I'm so happy with Alaska, but of course I'm not surprised. He's a great horse. He's very experienced. He's very calm, and he's got a rug. So why doesn't Mira just let me put a rug on her? I'm just so tired of all this. I'm still with Mira under the rug, and she was biting the rug, and then I reached to kiss her muzzle, and then she booped my face with her muzzle. It was just so cute. She's honestly such a sweetheart, so I really want to help her, but she's not letting me. And well, right now she's exploring it, but if you take a good look at her shoulder, you can see that she's getting that summer coat and not the winter coat. So yes, I'm very worried about you. Please let me put it on. I love you. Well, okay. Okay, I was putting the rug down and she came from behind me and she was starting to explore it again. So, well, this is going to be a very intense effort to put a rug on Mira, but please let me put a rug on you. Because, like, she let me put a fleece rug on her. Oh, she's stretching. Okay, gorgeous. But the weather has been so crazy. It has just been storm after storm after storm. So I feel like we lost progress on that. And hi baby, hi, I love you too. I love you too. She's so sweet. She's just looking adorable. But I feel like we kind of lost progress on that. She's coming for the pacifier. She always knows in which pocket I keep what. She's very smart. And I often switch jackets and pants and whatnot, so my pockets often change, but she quickly realizes where I have what, and I try to keep it the same as much as possible so I don't confuse her too much. But like I was saying, I feel like we kind of lost progress on the whole rug thing, because it has just been storm after storm after storm, and while the weather is really bad, I'm not really doing anything with her because I know she gets stressed, and I'm especially not trying to put rugs on her. She let me put Alaska's rug on her once just to check if the measurement was right, but I feel like we really lost progress, and she's so stressed that she's not letting me do it again. And also it's windy, so the rug is wiggling, and yeah, we have less than ideal situations here, but I just love her. She's such a sweetheart. Like, I really want to do everything for you. You just have to let me. Okay, it got super windy out of nowhere. Mira spooked, ran away, and then she was just coming for me with her mouth open like total dinosaur mode, and I legit thought that she was going to attack me, and she was like throwing her head up, and I was like, damn it, she's gonna rear. But thankfully she didn't. I think this is a lot for her, but it's also a lot for me because I'm trying to make sure that she's okay, and she's really not helping. This is so frustrating. I mean, I didn't see well, but it seemed that she was biting Alaska's rug before I started recording. I mean, it's technically her rug, but it's on Alaska, and she's yawning. So I don't know, like, are you feeling better about rugs? Are you feeling worse? Do you hate me? Do you love me? I cannot tell anymore. We have a bit of a love and hate relationship. So, yeah, I feel like she's gently exploring the rug that's on Alaska. Sweetheart. Like, this is good for you, Mira. Just let me put one on you too. Come on. And there goes Alaska. He's honestly a great horse. Like, he's so perfect. And yeah, she stopped because she doesn't want to get her feet wet again. She doesn't really love water. She's much better with it since she came, but she still doesn't love it. And there he goes. See? I have a seahorse and one that doesn't love water. But I love you. I don't know if you love me or hate me right now, but I love you. Just please let me live and put a rug on you. Mira is now in her stay away from me mood, so I'm just going to grab the trays and the rug and I'm going home, and I'm going to try to figure out another solution for her, because this is really taking a toll on me. I'm so worried about her. Well, it's lunchtime now and it didn't rain during the morning, but we actually have some sort of sun right now. But at the same time, you can see that the sky behind me is very, very gray. So I just came to check on the horses, just be with them for a while. I have the navy rug next to the gate on the floor, but Alaska and Mita are very far from it. So now I'm just going close to them. I'm just going to say hi to my babies. It's also a bit hot when the wind stops, so I'm just going to check Alaska's temperature under the rug, and he's very hot indeed, but he's not sweating, so I'm not going to remove it from him. But Mira's over there. I'm just going to say hi to Mira, and I'm going to see if she likes me again. Oh, this is a very bad place to walk on, but the grass is really tall, so they're right to be here. Hi girl. Hi. Oh, I love you too. Okay, I think we're good now because she gave me her muzzle to pet. Now she's grazing again. So I'd say we're good. Still like each other. I think she has forgiven me just a bit. Oh, but I really wish she would let me just put the blanket on her. Alright, I'm actually feeling hot and I'm just wearing a sweater, plus my pajama pants and waterproof pants. So I'm just going to remove Alaska's rug for a while. If Mira wants to come and sniff the rug that's on him, that would honestly be great, but I'm still not going to force her. Running horses can be so complicated and stressful, and just why did I put myself into this? Alright, well, the weather just keeps getting crazier. It started kind of sprinkling, like very, very light rain, so I grabbed Alaska's rug, and now I'm going to return it to its rightful owner, meaning Alaska. He's right next to Mira, so I'm just praying that she asks for it. Like, come on, girl. Oh, it would be so good if Mira came and she was like, put that one on me. I'm just dreaming here. I'm just dreaming. Daydreaming about Mira wanting a rug. Also, funny thing, when I was approaching Alaska with his rug, he neighed on me like, yes, put it on. And then he just stood here while I put it on him. You can see that it's running very lightly now. And here's my beautiful princess, who I would love to put a rug on as well. I mean, she honestly has such a great role model, and she's like, no, I don't want it. Although she needs it. But I do love her. Uh-oh, she has that biting face? Okay. No biting, we're friends again. Silly. I love you, silly. Okay, Thursday afternoon. Both horses are now eating the hard feed. I even brought the scraper, but I think I won't need it. Mira seems to be fine right now. It's raining just a little bit, but she seems to be fine. So I don't think I will bother her right now. She looks pretty dry to me, which is great. And I really hope that the worst has passed, because I cannot do this anymore. Well, we were up there on those trees, but suddenly Alaska spooked at something and he ran here, so Mira ran too. And I just picked up their trays because they weren't eating, and I brought the trays to them. Just trying to show you these two trees. These are the best trees that we have for shelter in the entire field. I'm also going to see if I can somehow get a low budget shelter for them here. I'll have to talk to lots of people, and it probably won't be a quick solution, but it's certainly a solution I want.